Hi, this is Kevin Everett from Mortgage Advisory Group. You have recently received disclosures via your email that was sent on a secure link that you'll have to open the link, create an account, create a password. And the password is generally going to be the address for the property you're going to buy or the home that you're refinancing. So that will be how you set it up in order to access the documents. Then you'll print out the documents, and that brings us to where we are now. Now, the one I'm going to go through with you first is the USDA Rural Program for a Purchase. The first page of this form is the Uniform Residential Loan Application. You'll be signing at the top, both borrower and co-borrower. There's no date required, and this will give you all the numbers. Make sure everything's correct, make sure your address is right, and your Social Security, date of birth, all that good information there. Now, you may notice too on your loan amount as we go through this loan, if your purchase is $125,000 and your loan amount is $129,000 or something like that, and you're wondering why is that, there is a funding fee on all government loans. For USDA, it's 3.626, and that amount is stacked on top of your loan. You don't pay for that out of pocket; it's part of your loan. With FHA, it's 2.25. With VA, it's 2.15. So that will explain the difference in what your purchase price is versus your loan amount on a zero-down loan. Page 2 is going to show you the information we use to qualify you. This is the income that we're using. On the right hand side there you will see that what your payments and interest, taxes and insurance, and then at the bottom you'll see what your monthly payment is going to be. Now, there are no signatures on this page. There's some information populated from your credit report there. Page 3, this is going to show this, the first highlighted area there is going to actually show your mortgage insurance premium. That is your upfront funding fee. And then the next one shows the closing costs paid by seller at $7,000. Then the bottom one there shows how much you'll be bringing to the table when you sign. You guys will sign bottom right and left, borrower and co-borrower, and date for today's date. Page 4 on this one is blank, but you will sign at the bottom. Page 5, very similar. This information will populate from your credit report. If you do have that much on your credit report, it will populate on this page. Now, this is your good faith estimate right here. There is no signatures on any of the pages of the good faith estimate. This is simply for your information. It shows the rate, the term of your loan amount, and everything else, that there's no prepaids, and it's not a stated loan or anything like that, specifically not on government loans. This will show, page 2 shows some of the fees involved in your loan, the mortgage insurance premium, flood cert, credit report, appraisal fee, but no signature again. And the final page of the good faith estimate has no signatures as well. Truth in lending form. This form should populate the address of the home that you're buying down here. It's a little blurry, you can't see it. Shows the amount of payments and the payments and interest, your APR, and you will sign and date at the bottom of this form, borrower and co-borrower. It's a disclosure for a fixed rate loan. Shows your information there, property address, date. There's no prepayment penalty, no balloon, anything like that. You'll sign and date at the bottom there. This is your settlement provider list. This shows who your escrow is, who your title is, who your, it might show your appraiser. It's going to show who your flood cert is going to be done through. All that information is on there, and you'll sign and date at the bottom as well. Borrower signature authorization. This form is used for us to help you out on your loan. Gives us authorization to order title and escrow, and perhaps get copies of your transcripts from the IRS, and you'll sign and date and then initial in that small block, and I will fill in the date that I pulled your credit on that form. Same thing for the co-borrower, so this is the one form that you guys will each sign separately. Patriot Act information form. This is the reasons why we have to have you fill this out and have a picture ID to verify who you are. We'll sign and date there. This Patriot Act form does not require anything on it from you. I will get it back once I get your driver's license and ID. I'll fill out that information for you. Rate lock agreement disclosure. Now, if we're still floating the rate, in other words, we haven't locked, you will sign the 2 blocks on the top line there and initial there. Once we have locked, you will get these forms over again, and you will be signing the next 3 where their X's are, showing that you've locked your rate and it's guaranteed, and the information there. It also shows the terms and everything else of your loan, and they'll sign and date at the bottom. Reserve addendum. You will have taxes and insurance included in this loan. That box, you will X the first box there, and then sign and date at the bottom. Servicing Act disclosure. This just shows you that we don't actually service the loan. Your loan will go to a major bank prior to you actually getting your payment coupon on that. This is a credit score information disclosure. Shows what your credit scores were. There's no signature on page 1, but page 2 has a continuation. It shows all your credit scores and any items from the credit bureaus there. Sign and date on that form. Privacy Act policy statement. We don't sell your information anywhere. It is shared, however, with title and escrow and possibly your appraiser, so they will have access to your information in order to work on your loan. Fair housing. We do not discriminate for any reason. Sign and date. This form just says that we're a member of the National Association of Mortgage Brokers. Don't broker very many loans, but this just shows you that we are if we did need to broker your loan. This is a Washington State disclosure form. This form shows you will be signing in actually 3 places for each of you. Most places charge an upfront fee to work on your loan. I do not, so you'll be signing that I did not charge a fee, and that if I did charge a fee, it would be put in a separate account, and then you'll sign and date at the bottom there. This page has 4 initials and 1 signature. It says you will receive a copy of your appraisal report, the flood disaster, you will have a flood cert done, fair housing or fair credit, you'll get a copy of your credit report, and equal housing opportunity. So you'll initial 4 times for each borrower and sign and date at the bottom. This form, notice of agent and insurer, just says that you get to choose the insurance agent of your choice. If you need any help with that, I'll be happy to help find one for you. This one, request for homeowners insurance information. Once you find who your insurance is going to be for your homeowners, then we'll put that information in there and order the policy through them. 4506T, this is an IRS form, allows us to get your last 2 years of tax returns. We actually have to get the transcripts to verify that you have done your taxes and you're current for the calendar year. This is page 2, just information on that. Privacy Act form, you can opt out to try to reduce people from trying to solicit credit cards and things like that to you. This is a request for a single family housing loan guarantee. This is a USDA form that you don't sign on this page. I will actually fill this information out once I get it back. You will, however, sign on page 2 of this form. Right there at the bottom, sign and date for borrower and co-borrower. And this has 2 additional pages of information for you about the form if you have any questions. No signatures on those 2 pages. This is a request for the reservation of funds for that form, and I'll fill all this information out. You won't be signing that page, but on page 2 you will sign this one, where it's highlighted at the bottom there. And again, this form has 2 additional pages of information that you can read through. Okay. Affiliated business disclosure statement. This form, we have our own escrow company called Escrow Advisory Group. If you choose to use them, then this is just a form letting you know that we do have ownership in that company. Good faith estimate itemization. This shows you the itemization of all the items you're being charged for in the loan, and you will initial on the bottom. Borrower's intent to proceed. This just says that you are proceeding forward with your loan. You'll sign the top if the house is already existing. If it's a new construction, you'll be doing the second lines down below. Change circumstance letter. If something changes on your loan, we add a borrower, delete a borrower, or something changes with the terms of the loan, we will send this out along with new disclosures to make the changes required for your loan. That is it for the USDA Rural Program loan application. If you have any questions, please call me 425-232-3672 or email me at keverett@magloans.net. Thanks and take care.